Hello, this is Duke Firebird, and this is my Games Done Quick submission. This is going to be Undertale, the Genocide route. We are playing on the Japanese version, 1.05, that was just brought out. Let's go ahead and name... Let's go ahead and name our character GDQ. So this is a lot different from the pacifist run that we've seen in the past. This one we will be able to see the entire fighting system with almost all the weapons in the game. This also has 2 boss fights, which we will get into that point. But with that, let's go ahead and start the game in 3, 2, 1, go. So as we start out, we're controlling Frisk, and we're going to go ahead and meet Flowey. So this is the same as the pacifist route that we've seen previously. And it's always faster to catch the friendliness pellet. So the genocide route is exactly what it entails. You are effectively committing genocide, killing every single monster you come across. Every zone has a requisite number of kills before you encounter the final boss in order to be counted as a genocide. The zones in the game are the Ruins, Snowden, Waterfall, and then combined Hotlands and Core. The Ruins require 20 kills that count. There is 1 kill that does not count. The Snowden area needs 16 kills, where 4 enemies do not count. We're going to go ahead and check the dummy there, just as Toriel asked us to do. And here's the encounter that doesn't count. You need to get this Frogget right in the center and deal at least 20 damage to kill it in 1 shot. If you fail to do so, Toriel will come out and scold the frog, and then you miss out on free EXP and your level up. Every zone in the game has, as we said, a prerequisite number of kills. Waterfall requires 18 kills, but every single encounter there counts. And then the Hotland Core area has 40 kills. All of them count. There are 7 final encounters there are 7 final enemies that are scripted, and there are 9 enemies which are guaranteed in the first part of the final grind. Other than that, it is RNG for the enemies that you get. In the Ruins, we're going to be seeing 3 different enemies. We're going to see Whimsums, Froggets, and then a little later we're going to see Mold Smalls. Froggets require 2 hits. They have 30 HP, and if we get that little attack animation where the frog's in the little corner, you can run into him and kill him immediately, and not have to worry about it. Whimsums, on the other hand, are just instant kills anywhere on the board. So just mash through. And we're going to be doing this for a little bit. We're going to go until we have 12 kills. Oh, I'm sorry, 11 kills. So right now we're at 4. Remember that first Frogget that we fought with 20 HP doesn't count. That's going to be 5. We will be leveling up sometime soon. That's 6. Now what I'm doing is I'm resetting, every time I'm screen transitioning, I'm resetting the step counter. That makes it so the enemies will come out a little faster. And whatnot. And the reason, and you see me bouncing up and down the wall, that is increasing my step counter without actually moving. So this is going to be kill number 9 coming up right here. Leveling up at 9 is a very good thing. That means that we've gotten pretty decent RNG. That's 10. So now after this kill, we're going to change it up just a little bit, not too much. Remember, we need 20 kills before we fight the boss. So we like grinding them out early. So now we're going to go to the other side of this room. We're at 11 now. And then we're going to wait right here to get the 12th kill. Okay, so Toriel's going to talk to us. Now we're going to read this sign real quick. It prevents a phone call from Toriel. So now we're going to grind to the 13th and final kill of this first section. Alright, we actually didn't get a Frogget skip this time. That's okay. So that's 13. So now we're going to keep going. Now, this is a little puzzle. If you fall down, you will learn the solution of the puzzle. But that's always the solution. And now this is the triple rock room. This is where we're going to grind out the final 7 kills. I'm going to let the rock push me, and then reset the room. There we go. So now we're ready to go. We're going to encounter right here. Single Mold Small. Okay. So this is Mold Small. It's a 2-turn encounter. And now we're going to reset the room. Resetting the room makes it go just a little bit faster. So we're at 14 of 20. Triple Mold Small. Okay. Now, the reason why I moved down to the second one is because there's a very good opportunity for the encounter to be a Frogget and a Whimsum. And the Whimsum will always be in that second slot, and it's always a one-shot. Okay, I just noticed I heard my thing ding. I accidentally hit my keypad. So we still got 2. That's not going to change much. It's just a little bit more stuff to dodge, but it doesn't increase any time. So we're at 17. The best case scenario is to get that triple encounter one more time. You do not want to end an encounter at 19. It takes forever for the final hit to come through for the enemy. Perfect. So this is perfect. I'm in exactly at 20. Pretty much. At this point now, we're at the completion of the ruins. Now, when we continue on, we're going to see Napstabluke for a quick second. He will fade out. If you've hit 20, he will fade away. And then right here, you'll also get an encounter of, but nobody came. And then the music changes. We're going to get a Toriel phone call. We're going to get another... Every single one of these rooms, we're going to get one of these encounters now, which is kind of counterintuitive if you really think about it. Because, well, we've already killed all the monsters, so how are we getting encounters? So we're going to go in through this first puzzle room that we're going to actually come across. There are 3 switches we have to hit, 1 in each room. The first one is behind that pillar. Second one will be up here. And the third one is behind this pillar up there. So let's go ahead and keep going. And then Toriel's going to give us another call, and she's like, oh, there you are. And she's going to give us a free heal. That's why we're not too worried about our health right now. So we're going to come over here. She's going to show us our very own room. Smell something burning. She was making a pie. So we're going to go ahead and go into the kitchen area. And we're going to talk to Toriel right here. So she tells us she basically wants to be a teacher. On that last text box, make sure you hit the right option, which is basically, how do I exit the ruins? She won't let you advance otherwise. So basically she's telling us that we don't know what we're doing, we need to go back, she's going to steal the exit so nobody can leave. And that's it. And she is a boss monster, so she has her soul. And with that, the ruins is over. We're going to walk through. We're going to encounter Flowey one final time. That's a wonderful idea, indeed, Flowey. Undertale by Toby Fox. So now we're entering the Snowden area. Snowden requires 16 kills. There are 4 kills that are not counted. They are basically all the dog mini-bosses. There is a dog encounter, but the dog mini-bosses are the ones that don't count. We're also going to be getting the next weapon in the game. The current weapon I'm using is a stick, which is that single slash animation. The next item we're picking up is the Tough Glove. It's a repeated hit thing, just like the stick, where it has the one marker. You stop it, and then you basically pummel. The way the battle system does work, I did not touch on this. The more closer to the center you are, the more damage you do. An exact shot in the center is considered a critical hit when it's a multi-strike weapon. There are only 3 multi-strike weapons in the game, being the ballet shoes, the pan, and the gun. So here's Sans. And then his brother, he's going to tell us to hide behind the conveniently shaped lamp, which we don't really care, because we're a monster. And there's Papyrus asking if we found a human. Sans says, yeah, and Papyrus says, oh, cool, and then leaves. And then keep pretending to be a human. Right, so we're going to go to the box. And that's the Tough Glove right there. So we're going to grind an encounter here. This is the Snowdrake. The Snowdrake is a required kill. If you do not kill him, you fail Genocide immediately. You can come back to try to kill him, but you need to actually kill him. If you exhaust the kill counter and don't kill him, that's over. You miss Genocide, unfortunately. We get to hear Bone Trossel for a little bit. So the next encounter is going to be in this room, and it's going to be an ice cap. It's a one-shot. After this, there is a 10% chance that we get a prank phone call from Sans or Alphys. Let's see if we get it. Okay, we didn't. Good. Alright, and now here's the first mini-boss, Doggo. Doggo is not an encounter that counts, so we're just going to do this. We're going to move to the right and get hit, move to the left, follow the sword, it makes it go faster. And Doggo's down. So next up we have a little bit of ice. Walk across the bottom instead of going across the ice, because we get to fight the lesser dog. Throw your stick. Whee! And then you can pummel him. And then you can pummel him from anywhere for the kill, and that does count as a kill. So we're gonna talk to Papyrus and Sans again. There's an invisible electricity maze here, but it's not on. So right now we're at 3 kills. We have 1 more encounter before the next mini-boss. Here's Sans' puzzle. And we're gonna keep going. Determination stand save point if you need it. Go ahead and go down. We don't need to depress the switch, as that's already done, and we're going to grind a kill right here. We're either going to get a double or a triple, and we're going to be running away from one of the enemies. Alright, we got a double. That's good. So it was Ice Cap and Childrake is the enemy in question here. The guy in the center, his name is Jerry. We all hate Jerry. He is very durable, and he has a lot of HP. So, when you spare a monster, it doesn't kill your Genocide route. You can run away, you can spare, it's as long as you don't encounter the final boss before exhausting the counter. Alright, so this is the dog marriage, Dog Army and Dogessa. You want to kill Dogessa first. The reason why you kill Dogessa first is then Dog Army basically goes into one-hit mode, whereas if you kill Dog Army first, Dogessa will enrage. And it takes a lot longer. He's not a one-shot from anywhere, it is a dead center shot, but it is a one-shot. But only if Dogessa is dead. So now we're going to continue on. Here's the virus paste puzzle, and now we're going to be entering the next puzzle, which is the random color. And we're just going to basically walk through it, and we're not going to really care. So at this point, we're still at 11 kills to go for the zone, and no other future encounters until I reach the end of the zone will it matter. Slide across the ice puzzle, basically tap up twice as you're walking up, and you'll be fine. Just make sure they're light taps. And we got a duck. Be prepared to just move down or up to avoid that Snowpoff. The final Snowpoff is the Greater Dog. This is the final encounter that does not count. When you attack, after you attack, just hold down. That'll give you the best encounter just in case. Because the Greater Dog does have a skip. And I didn't get it, so we're just going to move to the right or left. Didn't get the skip again. But that's fine. Greater Dog is down. And this is the Gauntlet of Terror. So now at this point, we're going to be encountering either doubles or triples. It's either going to be Ice Cap and Jerry, or Ice Cap, Jerry, and Childrake. The best case scenario is that we don't have to kill Jerry. If we have an encounter, if we're at 13 kills and we get a triple, or 14 kills and we get a double, we kill Jerry because it's just faster. So now we're going to hang here, and then we're going to move down towards the entrance of the town to get our kill encounter. And then we can just remove back. You can tell if you did hit Genocide by the music when you enter Snowdin. Snowdin's music is usually cheery. When it goes to the slower mode, you'll know. So that was a level up again. So we gained a little more power. After this encounter, we need 7-8 more kills. Oops. I can take a couple hits, that's okay. Alright. Okay, so we're at 10 right now. This will make 11, so I have 5 more enemies to kill. Best case scenario will be 2 encounters. Oops. I messed up. That's why we don't hit Jerry. Jerry is just very powerful in its defense. That usually happens from time to time. We'll accidentally hit the up and down button, so... which will unfortunately encounter Jerry, but that's okay. Okay, so now we're at 4 to go. So we have at minimum 2 encounters. Best case scenario is to get a triple right now, so it guarantees we only need 1 more. Okay, I have no guarantee yet. It's going to depend on what this next encounter is. If this next encounter is a triple, that's the final encounter. If it's a double, I have 1 more. Okay. So I have 1 more encounter to have to do. I am at 2 kills left. If it's a double, I'm going to fight Jerry. If it's a triple, I'm going to run from Jerry. So now at this point I'm hoping for the triple because fighting Jerry takes a little bit of time. For the encounter. Alright, so now we're gonna fight Jerry. Not much I can really do. Yeah, Jerry says some things like Wi-Fi here sucks. Hello? Like something like that. It's like a lot of weird random... Alright, and that's the final kill. And then this is how you know you're in Genocide, is this music plays. We're in Snowfall. Go in the hut, and then we're gonna go fight Papyrus. Papyrus, again, is a one-shot from anywhere. So Papyrus is down. Next zone is Waterfall. 18 kills required. Everything in that zone is counted towards a kill. And we get another new weapon after we get a couple kills. We're going to be getting the ballet shoes. Wait for the fog to clear, and we are free to go. So now, this next zone, there are 2 encounters that you run into prior to reaching a point, and there's a little bit of contention that it's either good to take the encounter and kill it, or bad. We flip-flop a lot. I'm in the camp of let's go ahead and kill them, as you're already on the way, and it'll help with your final zone. It'll help with the final trek when you're getting your 18th kill. So there's Undying the Undying. Well, that's actually not the Undying yet. That's Undying. Spoiler for the final boss. saw something moving, but she can't discern it. And then we walk out, and then Monster Kid is right behind us. So we're going to go ahead and keep going. Now, the puzzles in this zone are already completed, as we are in Genocide route. So, here's the first encounter. Aaron. It's a two-shot from anywhere, regardless of the weapon you have. If you had the weapon that you get in this zone, it's still a two-shot. So I figure it's worth it, just to go ahead and take care of it. A lot of players do run from that encounter, as well as this next one, Washua. Washua is a one-shot with the new weapon, but a two-shot with your current one. Alright, we got the water spray. We're gonna go ahead and go through, and then we're gonna reach this area. Got the upwalk, good. We make a joke that if you can't get the upwalk, your run's not validated. And now here are the first spears sections. Undyne is going to chuck spears at us. If we get hit by a spear, we have to play a little minigame. If you keep moving, you won't get hit. Unfortunately, that's also the inverse is true. If you move the wrong way, you'll get hit too. Players should not expect to get a flawless run their first time through. But in this room, you just keep moving to the right, and you'll never get hit by a spear. So at this point now I'm at 16 kills to go. Now we are going to be entering the room where the next kills are going to start. We're going to start with 2 mold smalls and then pick up the new weapon. The ballet shoes is a 3-shot weapon, so you get 3 little of those counters, and that is where the first time you'll see the instance of critical hits. If you can land all 3 in the center, which is a frame-perfect shot, it will deal critical damage, and it's greatly boosted. So we're going to go ahead and grind a kill in here. We're going to go a little bit slow. We got another mold small. This is the final encounter of a double mold small. So we're going to go into this patch of grass and immediately equip the ballet slippers. So now we're going to go through the rest of this maze. And we're going to get one more encounter, however it is a random encounter. Let's see what we get. I don't know if you noticed that center, the first shot I had, when I hit center, it turned yellow. That means it was a critical hit. The closer you are to the center, the more damage you're going to do. So this is the Onion Sun's room. The next encounter we're going to have is a Shiren. It is a normal encounter. Up or down, it doesn't matter. And if you can get 2 or more criticals, you will get that flourish sound. But it's not a critical. It's critical only if all of them hit. And now we're in the Rainfall corridor. Go to the top so we can grab Monster Kid. And we're going to go to the bottom. So we're going to have a little bit of a small talkie area. This is just not really an escort mission per se, but it's an escort mission. He follows you. But there's only one route to take. In this room, hold up, down, and right, and you'll actually go through a lot faster than you normally would. It only works in this room, and we're not really understanding why. It's kind of weird. Talk to Monster Kid, and then wait about 5 seconds. And then he'll message you, and then he'll say, climb up on my shoulders. And now we're going to enter the second Spears room. Second Spears room is a lot easier than the first. So the spears react to the direction that you are pushing on your controller or keyboard. So like right here, I'm gonna hold down. I'm gonna hold down again. Holding left, holding right, holding right, holding down, holding up. There we go. Okay, and then in this room, you're gonna have 1, 2, 3. Oop. I turned around just a little too early on that. After that third spear comes up all the way, you can turn back around after moving. I turned back just a little hair early. That's okay, though. Now we're going to fall down the bridge, and we're going to encounter the Glad Dummy coming up. And here we have the most quintessential trick of the run coming up, the Jesus Frisk. It is a very fun trick to try to do. Missed it. Basically, what you have to do is you have to walk off the corner of the platform on the same frame. You enter the water, and Frisk will walk on water. It's purely aesthetic. It's not. It doesn't. There's no benefit or whatnot, but it's a fun trick to try to do. And there's the Mad Dummy. He's turned into the Glad Dummy. So now we're going to come into this room. There's a Temmie. We're going to grind out one more kill in here. This is a mold small and a mold big. Now this is an invisible path. You can interact with those mushrooms to light the path up, but the path is always the same. So here we have an Aaron and Washua combo. Yeah, see, even with a critical shot right there, because that was a critical, because I got all 3 in the center, still doesn't take out Aaron. He's pretty strong. But it's the same path regardless. I'm at 5 encounters. I'm going to be grinding out another kill here real quick, as I've already gotten a step counter established from that previous one. Okay, 2, 3, 4. So now we're down to 3, and now at this point, it's pretty much go through this maze. There are 2, you're going to be getting 2 encounters, one right about here. It's coming up. There it is. we're gonna grind out the final kill before we enter the next room. Turn on the lights because I'm scared. No. And then grind out the final kill right here. There is a chance that we could get a single Temmie, which would be the best case scenario, as that's a one-turn combat. Otherwise, it's going to be a one-turn combat and then a run. So let's see what we get. That's alright. Washo and Mold Big. Okay, we got the fast attack for Mold Big. That's pretty good. Alright, we're done. So we're going to go into this room, and we're going to see a Echo Flower. It says behind you. And now we're going to go ahead and continue and chase after them. And now a new path opens up to the north. If you didn't receive your kills, you will receive a warning. We didn't get the warning. And we have a determination save point. We're going to use it to heal up. And upcoming is the Undying the Undying. This is an actual boss fight. There is a quick kill for this encounter. You can miss 12 shots from your center shot. If you miss 12 or fewer, you will actually end her attack. You'll end her fight one attack faster than a normal run. So let's see how well we do here. I'm going to go into concentration mode for this fight. This is a graphical glitch, by the way. I have gotten the quick kill, by the way. So yeah, that is one cycle faster, so that was a quick kill. I only missed a total of 10 shots, it looked like. It saves about 30 to 40 seconds-ish. I've actually never timed it, but it saves her entire attack cycle, which is pretty good. Almost the sub 40. Nice. I would split right when I regain control, so that's pretty good. Alright, up next is the Hotland core area. We will be receiving another weapon. However, it's not until we reach the core area. Some players will diverge and pick up the frying pan. I personally dislike the frying pan. Both the frying pan and the gun have 4 crosshairs instead of 3 of the ballet slippers. The frying pan goes a little bit slower, so it's more accurate, but the gun is a little faster, but it has more damage. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up a bag of instant noodles there in the fridge as a safety precaution. Safety strat. It is basically a full heal item. So I'm going to save that for the final boss. Hopefully we won't need it, but it's good to have just in case. So we're going to start the ascent here. We're going to get 5 kills pretty much instantly. We got Vulcan. The next one's going to be Sunderplane. Those are the only 2 times. These are the only times we're going to see these guys. In fact, all 5 enemies that you kill in the Hotland area are unique in the fact that we will never see them again. Kaboom! Alright. So now the core is the key part of the RNG of this run. There's a lot of RNG in this area, based on what encounters you get. There is a group. Alright, we got carrots. Perfect. So there are multiple enemies in the core area. There is Final Froggets, Whimsalots, Astigmatisms, Night Knights, and Magics. Night Knights and Magics are among the most annoying of enemies, because regardless of the weapon you have, whether it be the frying pan or the gun, it requires a quad perfect to one-shot them. Very annoying, very high HP. So we're going to go ahead and go through the steam vent maze. It's the same every time. And now we're going to meet everyone's favorite spider in this game, Muffet. We skipped over Muffet in the pacifist route, so we get to see her in the genocide route. And she's dead. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and continue, and that is the 5th encounter in the core. Where I fought the Cinder Plane, that is where you would pick up the frying pan if you go to the right. instead of up. But now we're going to go ahead and go up here. We're going to go to the side here and go to Bready and Caddies. Pick up and equip the gun I just picked up. I could have picked up a hat, cowboy hat. Would have increased the power of the gun, but it would have really detrimented in the fact that I can't retreat. It reduces effectiveness of retreating by 50%. So up here now, we're gonna have a lot of kills. We always start with astigmatism. These are all scripted encounters right now. And then we got a Whimsalot, final Frogget. And we're gonna keep grinding here. These are scripted encounters up until the Night Magic. Shot that one a little too early. I realized I should have healed, and I didn't. That's okay. If I need to, I will. Yeah, see, these shots are a little hard to get for perfects, but I'm gonna go ahead and work my way back. Just to get that safety heal. And here's the Night Magic. This is the final of the scripted encounters. After this, it's completely RNG. The goal now is to get to 33 kills. I'm gonna go ahead and take this time to heal up real quick, just to be on the safe side. And now we're encountering. So now we're in base encounters. We're gonna stay in this room again. What I would really like to get is an odd encounter. There is a potential to get a triple. There we go. Didn't mean to reset the room. I didn't need to. That's okay though. Grind one more kill, and then we're gonna start doing room resets. So now we're gonna start resetting the room here. Getting a triple is not necessarily a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, hi. I don't know how it didn't register my input. That's okay. So now I want to grind out one final encounter, and then I'm going to switch rooms. Night magic again, so this is a little bit of a dodge. Ah, 3-shot. Oh boy, that's bad. Go ahead and continue going. This is the final room that we're going to do an encounter in. If it's a double, if it's a triple, then I'm fine. If it's a single, then I'm not. Alright, so now we're going to go enter the gauntlet, which is 7 kills. Now you may be asking why I'm attacking the magic first. Magic actually increases the attack by half a second. So this will be just a little bit faster, not too much. Boom! That saves a little bit of time. Alright, so this is the final encounter of the core. After this encounter, we're going to re-equip the ballet slippers. The ballet slippers are the fastest attack animation in the game, so it'll help us out with the final bosses, with the final fights. And you know if you're at Genocide when you get an encounter right there with But Nobody Came. You will be getting one more of those. And then we're going to go ahead and enter into Metaton's chamber. Once again, Metaton Neo, just a one-shot, basically. And boom. There we go. So up next now is New Home, which is the final zone of the game. After a very long elevator ride. We're going to keep the ballet slippers equipped for the rest of the game. Upcoming next is the segment that a lot of people affectionately call Flowey Tale. It's a story that Flowey says. Talks about how he wanted to die, and then he did. And then got the power of determination, and then basically got bored. Because it's like, he's like, I played every game, I lost every game, I've befriended everybody, I killed everybody. I mean, it's not fun anymore knowing exactly how they're going to react. Kind of morbid, really, in a sense. But with that, we're going to go to the new home, and then we have to go grab 2 keys. We're going to listen to Flowey, and then we're going to go to the Judgment Hall. Just dodge the chair. So the 2 keys are in the kitchen and in the hallway. At this point, you will have 92 HP at level 19. So I will be healing up before the final boss. There is a save point, and we're going to do a safety save. Flyway talking about all the stuff I just said. And then, of course, I think that last one was a 4th wall break. It's like, well, nobody, except for those people who like to sit and watch it happen. This game is full of 4th wall breaks. It's kind of fun. So we're going to go ahead and continue forward. Okay, here we go. Final part. Alright, we're going to go ahead and safety save and heal up. And now let's go ahead and fight Sans. Sans' fight is completely pattern-based. There's a little bit of randomness to it, but it is completely pattern-based, but I am going to go into concentration mode for this. I got clipped! Damn! If you have a 0-key delay input the keyboard, you can hold all 4 arrow keys in this part. Attack. And that is it. Sans battle complete. Woo! So just gonna go ahead and get a position right here, and we're basically just gonna go through a text dump. That was a really close fight. So, Sans' fight is completely pattern-based, as you saw. Basically, every time you fight him, you're going to see that same style of attack every single time. Where you start with the bunny hops, and do all that. The parts that are randomized are the parts where it does the quick change successions, the 5 and 6 attacks in a row. What happens in there changes, but it's always going to be a 5 or a 6 grouping attack. The positions of the Gaster Blasters can be manipulated a little bit. And the, there was one other attack that is, like, completely random. When he slams you against the walls, like, the direction he slams you is random, but if you have, like I said, if you had a 0 KPS, or KBPS, or I forget the style of keyboard, you can hold down all 4 arrow keys and you'll be fine. So at this point he's going to be going to sleep, and we're going to be finishing this up. So it's not uncommon to get around Sans at about an hour. It's not uncommon. Entering his fight at an hour is usually indicative of a good run. World record's approximately 75 minutes. So after he goes to sleep, you can basically drag along. Hold left and down. So when you get enough to the left, you'll start going down, and then get ready to hit fight when it highlights up. Boom. And with that, Sans turns dust, and we are now at LV 20. So at this point, it is now auto-scroll at this point. I don't need to worry about healing at all. Just go up, find the king. Time ends on the final text box selection of erase or do not. Yep, so we're just gonna go ahead and kill King Asgore here. Boom, that's a lot of damage. With that, it's basically just scroll, scroll, scroll. And then, greetings, I am GDQ. So basically, this is just a bunch of text, like, how did you bring me back to life, all that, yada, yada, yada. Every time a number increases, that power, that feeling, that's me, GDQ. Now we have reached the absolute. There's nothing left for us here. And with that, time is ended. We have selected erase. Average time to completion, about 70 to 75 minutes is a good estimate for this game. Really bad RNG can make it go up to 75. I had some decent RNG. Superb RNG is about a 65, 68 minute marker. So I'd say about 70 to 75 minutes is a good estimate for this run. I greatly appreciate the opportunity to be able to showcase this game at a GDQ event. With this is Duke Firebird, and Chara has now destroyed the world. Thank you very much. Have a fantastic day.